Okay, good morning everyone. This is the next activity to perform, which is the oblique projection. And this sample will be already your exercises to perform on the next activity by all male students. So as you see on the figure, we have the front view and the right side view, having their different dimensions given from the front and the right, and we have also on the right portion to be the one we are going to solve with the pictorial. So the main problem here is to draw the pictorial in a manner of oblique projection. So oblique projection are drawn in a receded line of 45 degrees angle. So as you see on the given front view, we have here the large circle included with the small circles and hole or bored hole on the top part of the object. And on the right portion, we will observe that the circular parts will already in a rectangular form in a manner of orthographic observation. So how we are going to draw it in a pictorial? First, we have to identify the layer of the given right side view by referring into a three-dimensional figure. So we have here the first layer, the second layer, and the third layer. Now we have to identify first the first layer. So in the first layer, we will observe it is a circle. So from the circle, you have to identify what is the diameter of the given large circle using your compass and transform it on the right portion as you draw already the first center of your circle. So you have to draw first a large circle. The same with the circle having a measurement of 1.88 centimeter. So you have to multiply the dimension if it is fitted to the size of your paper. Now after that, you have to draw also and get the dimensions of the inner circle having a total of 1.123 diameter, and draw it on the inner part of this first center. Now the second step is to find out the distance from the first layer to the second layer, and then identify it by using of your compass, and then make a center on the second layer. So referring to the first circular parts, you have to get the diameter of the first circle and draw it on the second layer center. After you draw it on the second layer center, connect these two large circles, connecting to their edges of the circle. And then from this point, you have to draw it upward to find out the distance from the first center going to the circle above here. So the measurement is 2 centimeter. So meaning you have to multiply it by 2 because you have to resize the object to fit on your paper. So possibly this is now the layer of 2.0 or equivalent to 4.0 or 4 centimeter. Now you have to draw horizontal line referring to the center of the small circle, this one. Now you will observe that the distance of each center is 2.24. So basically that is 1.12. So you have to get the equidistance of it. So 2.2. So and that will be the okay. So let us see 4.6. Okay, so that will be, so for counter checking, whatever center drawn here on the left can be transformed on the right so that it will be equal. So that will be our strategies. So you have now the center on the smaller arc and circles. Now what we are going to do now is to copy this smaller arc here having a radius of 0.75 degrees and transform it here to draw an arc. The same on the right portion. And after that, we have to connect this arc to the large circle, and the same with this one. Connect it here and connect this one. Okay. Now we have to extend the receding center from the smaller center here going upward with having measurement of 45 degrees angle. The same with this one. Now you have to copy the smaller diameter here, this one. Now to get the thickness of this, you have to get first the 0.44 and transform it here. So this will be now your rear center to draw this smaller circle using this center. The same with this one. Okay, and then connect these two circles, and then the same with this one. Okay, as you see now, the object are getting now in a three-dimensional figure. So the last problem that we have to get is the distance of this thickness and transform it here, from this point up to here. Meaning this point will be now your center to draw another circle the same with this first circle on the rear part. So what we are going to do now is to connect it with this circle at the rear, and probably that's now the result. Now another thing is to draw the inner circle inside, and of course to draw it here. Okay, so the same diameter that we've been using, you just transfer your compass to the center and then draw an arc here. The same, using the center and then draw another arc here. So you will observe now the whole of the object. And then what we are going to do now is to finalize the drawing. And then another one is the object, the part of the object here is in the diagonal surface, having a measurement and a thickness of 0.44, meaning that is 0.88 of the centimeter. So just measure it, and from this point we have to transform it here. Now the height is based on the level of the center or the edge. If this is the edge of your inner circle, then the level of this diagonal surface will be here. So meaning that's smaller than 1 centimeter. So we just only to connect it here in a diagonal direction. And then draw a vertical lines from this edge and then follow the preceding direction. And Finally, we observe now the three-dimensional shape. So we have to darken it now to visualize all of the edges of the drawn pictorial. So this is now your pictorial. We have to dark it now, and of course all arcs and circles. And finally, we have to erase all the unnecessary lines that is not needed anymore on the object in order to clear out all of the figures inside of the drawn pictorial. So finally, that is already the result of the activity for the mail. Thank you very much for listening.